Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dee. Today is a bittersweet video. I came on wearing my jammies. These are some special jammies that I purchased. As you see, they have little dogs on them, little bones, paw prints. I wish they were purple. The reason why being that I bought these special because of my Kobe. Kobe, my dog, my 7th generation purebred Schnauzer. He crossed over the rainbow July 8th. So that was a very hard decision that I had to make. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my Kobe. That's what I like to fondly call him, my Kobe or Kobe Bobby. I purchased him from a then co-worker back in 2008. She brought 3 that she bred the Schnauzers, and he's like 7th generation. She had the mom, the dad, and some offspring of those. She brought them after work. She had like 3 of them in a purse, in a big, huge purse, so cute. She let me choose, and I chose Kobe. She said he was the first of the litter. At that time, I had a co-worker that she was working with me, and she was holding Kobe up. He was like 5. I think he was like only a couple of weeks old. I said, man, he's so cute. I said, I have to give him a good name. And at that time, I was really into the Lakers, right? Not necessarily Kobe Bryant per se, but just Lakers, just watching the games and everything. And everything was Lakers. So, and the coworker said, duh, Dorothy, Kobe. And when she said that, like a light turned on, and I was like, ah, and we both looked at each other, and I said, okay, Kobe. And so my last name starts with the B, so Kobe B, okay, it was perfect. So I had to wait a couple of weeks so the breeder could get their tail stocked and get their shots. So I got him 2 weeks later. I think I purchased him from her for like $250 because she was selling them initially for like $1,600, and but then we had everything that happened in 2008, 2009, so they weren't selling as well. So another coworker says, well, how much would you sell the dog to Dorothy for? And she says, for Dorothy, $250. So I stuck with that. Anyway, and then also I told 2 other people about him, and I had a friend, my best friend, and then her niece. So 3 of the dogs the lady was able to sell. So when I got him, he was like 5 weeks old. And I have lots of pictures of him, not with him. We do not have a lot of pictures together, but I have a lot of pictures of him. And I'll just interject some here and there. Kobe was just so good. He was just the best dog. He was just the perfect dog for me. His personality. I never was a big, animal person, dogs, anything. I like cats. I like them, but and growing up, my kids had a dog that I ended up really taking care of, but I never had my own dog. So Kobe was my first dog. I got him, and he was just the perfect dog. He was I could just tell him things to do, and about the 3rd time he would get it.
Yeah, you like your bed, Kobe? Hi, do you like your bed? Lie down. Let mama see you lie down. Lie down. Lay down on your bed. Yay, Kobe's got a new bed.
He was just that on point. He was just so attentive, so guarding. He would, in the mornings when I would get ready for work and be lotioning my legs, and he'd come and try licking the lotion off my legs. I had some issues going on in life, so I had to have my niece watch him. So my niece and her husband watched Kobe for like a year and a half, but I always went like once a month and went and got him, get him groomed, and went to see him, took him food, different things, but she kept them for me. My niece would say he's not a regular dog because he just, she would tell him something to do and he would just do it, just like robotically, like, all the other dogs and cats would be like, doing things, but Kobe would always just listen. And then I had another issue later in life, and then he had to stay in a kennel for about 4 months, 5 months. And it was really great. He loved going to this kennel. He loved these people. They were so awesome. Matter of fact, the kennel that he stayed at most frequently, he only stayed in one. The lady would groom him, and so he was always meticulously groomed when she would do him, you know. And then later on, she wasn't able to do it anymore. She said because of arthritis, you know, she's an elderly lady, so I had to take him somewhere else. They didn't have that knack, but but they still were so sweet and kind to my Kobe. Most people liked him when we were around. Kobe started having some issues, like in 2021.
Kobe. Hi, Kobe. You having a good day today, huh? Are you having a happy day? You feel a lot better, huh? Say thank you, Auntie Lindsay. Thank you for helping me. Mommy's gonna get my new food soon. And I'm gonna ease into it. I had a okay night. I didn't cry. And I was a little restless, but I'm good. I didn't pee in the house today. I'm just so happy outside, but it was cold, so Mommy put my jammies on. Thank you. Kobe, say bye, Auntie Lindsay. Hi, Uncle Devin.
And so when he started having those issues, that's when, you know, we were locked in and everything. And sometimes I feel bad because I was giving him little bitty pieces of, you know, food, you know, as I was cooking or something, little things like vegetables and stuff. But he was always adapted to a certain type of food. So ever since I had him, I think he was only on like 3 foods. When I first got him, he was eating a certain food. And then the groomer at the kennel, she told me to put him on another type, which I did. And he was on that forever. Then later, after Kobe started having issues with his stomach and pancreatitis, I believe I'm saying it right, then my daughter-in-law, she switched him over to a really good low-fat gastrointestinal food. So he was eating that since like 2021. I noticed he wasn't barking much, like back in 21, he didn't bark much. He didn't bark a whole lot, but only like if we were walking, and he had the nerve to see other dogs and people across the street, way across the street, and he would start barking. I'm like, Kobe, stop, before you have these dogs come over here and get us and eat us up. Then his eyesight was going, and it gotten worse over the last year. And then I noticed he wasn't really hearing. So all the stuff that come with an old person. Kobe, he went bye-bye almost exactly a month before he would have been 16. So he was 15 and 11 months, our years. So he probably was clearly like 100 or so doggy years. My daughter-in-law said he possibly had maybe a tumor, or maybe have neurological condition, because he would just circle. You know, schnauzers anyway, for some reason when they get happy they spin, or before they lay down, a lot of dogs spin. But he would just circle. So he could, one day I timed him, he went in a circle for 3.5 hours nonstop. And then he would be wobbly, and you know, his little legs would cross, and then he would fall over. Yeah, and he was frail. But he kept eating. He pretty much kept his appetite. But then he kept having like accidents on himself, both number 1 and 2. So, and then I started putting a diaper on him, and then it's some nights, the past year, it was really rough because I had to keep, you know, waking up 3-4 times a night, letting him outdoors because he'd think he had to go outside, but he really didn't. Then he'll just be outside walking in circles. It got really rough for him, and I felt bad. And yeah, that was a hard decision that I had to make. I took him to the doctor. I called around first, and his normal vet, they didn't really, you know, put dogs down or put animals down. So they gave me a number, and I called my local shelter, and then the local shelter was able to assist me, and they gave me some funds to help pay for it. And then I called a vet hospital, and then they checked him out and everything, and I told them everything that was going on with my Kobe, and they, really looked at him and everything. And yeah, so I just made the decision to, put him, because I think he was suffering. And I had read some articles online that they said that schnauzers age really gracefully. So, and you won't really know, how bad they're suffering or how bad they're hurting. Every once in a while at night, I would hear him groan, not too badly, but just like every once in a while. And I believe he was having small seizures, because sometimes I even took pictures of him. I won't show you guys that, but he would be shaking and jittering and oh man. And that was sad. And he's been stopped being able to walk up and down the stairs. So where I was living at before, I moved this year, and I would just let him out. I have to let him out through the night. But once I moved, and then we have stairs, so I had to pick him up, carry him down the stairs. This was 4 and 5 times through the night. Oh my gosh. Then I have to turn the alarms off. It was just something else. And yeah, so that's why if you guys have seen some of the videos that I showed where I had purchased a stroller for him back in 22, a couple of years ago, because he wasn't able to walk that well. One doctor said he had heart murmur. He had told me that back in 21. Kobe and I would walk. As soon as I would get home from work, we sometimes would end up walking 3 to 5 miles almost every day. And then back in 21, I noticed when he started having those issues, we would go out to walk. He'd pull back. I have him on his leash. He's pulling back. I was like, what's going on? So yeah, so he started declining more and more. So I purchased a little purple stroller, and we would just go on walks. He loved that stroller. Ever since the first time I put him in, he was just like, he looked around and he sat down, and then he would just lay down and just enjoy the ride. And other people, even my family members and my friends, they had come to love Kobe. So it was, sad, but we didn't want to see him continue to suffer like that. I didn't. Yeah. And then he ended up getting an infection on his eye. So my daughter-in-law told me what to do about that. And so I cleared that up just a couple of weeks before, he went bye-bye. And I didn't know. So when I took him to the doctor, and then, I made a decision to let him go, I didn't know that that's the term that they call. They say it's called, he crossed over the rainbow, because they had on the door, it says Kobe, Rainbow Bridges. And I was like, who's Rainbow? I thought that was a worker. I didn't know about all of that, but yeah, I thought that was cute, and that's special. That made me feel better. Kobe didn't play with toys a lot, but I always buy him little squeaky toys and things. When he was little, you hear him squeak a couple of times, but that was it. He looked at that stuff like, yeah, I'm beyond this. But anyway, so I gave all of his toys, all of his little clothes, and his extra food and snacks and doggy bags and everything. I gave it to the hospital, so they said they'll donate it to shelters. And then his kennel, I gave it to my daughter's neighbor, and he gave it to a friend of his that has a cute little miniature schnauzer that was so special. So that made me feel good, and they were really appreciative to get that. And then his stroller, I sold it to one of my then past co-workers for her dog. Yeah, I had washed it up and cleaned it. It was still like, new. It's still, I sanitized it and sold that to her. And she was appreciative of it. And yeah, let me show you. This is the card that they sent about 3 weeks later. Kobe, it says, furry family members may leave our lives, but they never leave our hearts. And then this little footprint. Is that the sweetest thing? Oh, then it says, in loving memory of Kobe. That's so special. Yeah, so I thought that was nice of them to give. That was from the hospital. Yeah, so I'm really gonna miss him. I have been missing him. But it was sad, bittersweet, but I know I did the right thing, and it's the best because I didn't want him to have to go through that whole, you know, I didn't want him to pass out at home. You know, at first, I'm gonna be honest, I used to pray. Like maybe the end of last year or so, when he was really having a rough time, I used to say, "Oh God, please just let him pass out in this kennel," and I just pick him up and take him to the, the hospital. But then that wouldn't work out, and I have a condition, health condition, that I really didn't need to be exposed to any of that. So yeah, I just took him in. And I think at the end, I'm not kidding you guys, that last 2 or 3 days, he started looking at me like, "Are you serious? Let's go." It was like he was ready. I would not, I'm serious. I really think that, he was just like, this is too much. Yeah, he's always a good dog. So he, like they said, I didn't know he probably was in, great pain. My daughter-in-law said most likely he may have had a tumor in his brain or somewhere. Yeah, and he had some little bubbles under his tummy, on his skin. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, but anyway, so Kobe's gone. It's been like since July, so since July 8th. And so at first I was going to do July 24th, so it would have been 7/24/24. But and that's one of Kobe's numbers. So, but it was been so hot here in Southern California, unbelievably. We have been in triple digits off and on for like since July. So I didn't think he was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it, towing him up and down the stairs. So I moved it up to 7/8/24. So that's both Kobe's numbers. Yep. Well, he's gone, and I took pictures of his kennel and his shroud. That was his little scarf that I had. It was my scarf, but I always would just put it over him when he was sleeping, and he would sleep so much better, as he had gotten so frail, you guys, and so thin that he would just be shivering. Even though it would be hot, he would still be cold. I would have to cover him up. So I just took a picture of that. The little scarf went with him, and then I just took a picture of his collar and his leash, and I just threw them away. I didn't want to keep them. Yeah, so rest in peace, little Kobe. I know you were the bestest dog. I'm so happy that I've had him. Yeah, I think that he had a good life. I tried to do my best. The only little things I wish I would have done more of, I wish I would have traveled on an airplane with him. I've never traveled on an airplane with him. He's gone on long car rides and things like that, but never a plane. And then I wish I would have taken him to the beach and stuff. He had never gone to the beach. I took him to the parks all the time. Doggy parks everywhere, walking. We did a lot. But yeah, those two things. But other than that, I think he had a great life. And the people that loved him and helped me care for him, I appreciate all of you. You guys know who you are. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Told you it was going to be a little different video. Okay. Hopefully I can get to writing and some vlogs coming soon your way. And if you like the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And let me know if you've had to make a difficult decision like that, or if you lost a pet that you love. I'll be willing to hear from you. All right? Okay. Later, Gators.
Merry Christmas, Kobe. Merry Christmas, Kobe. You have on your Christmas Eve PJs. Kobe has on his Christmas Eve PJs. Come here, Kobe. Come here. Look how cute. Yay, Kobe, you're so cute. It has cars. and a trailer and some trees. It's so cute, Kobe. Look at Mama. Look at Mama. Hi, look at you. You like your sweater? It's so precious. You like your sweater? Yeah, you're so warm. You had a fresh bath. You had treats. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Today is December the 22nd. I bought it and I was going to let him wear it Christmas Eve at night, but he had a fresh bath today and his other sweater had to get washed and it was not dry. So we put on his new one. All right, and he has some other little treats for Christmas. Say bye, Kobe. Say bye. Say Merry Christmas to all and all a good night. 2021.
He's like, I'm busy.
Where's your gift? Here it is. Listen. To Kobe from Mama. Here, Kobe. Here, this for you, Kobe. Open your gift. Tell everybody your gift that you got for Christmas. What'd you get? Oh, look at Kobe. Look what you have.
Wow.
You have an ugly sweater.
Wow.
You have an ugly Christmas sweater. It said ugly Christmas sweater.
Don't you have the same
But it's
thing?
so pretty.
Well,
No, almost.
Yeah, but it's right.
You like your new sweater? Yay, Kobe. Let's see what else. You had something else. To Kobe from Mama. Let's see what you have, Kobe. Happy Merry Christmas, Kobe. Look, Kobe, it's Santa. It's Santa. It's your toy. Merry Christmas. So funny. He has like 4 or 5 toys.